So today we are out here at Explore USA RV Supercenter in Rockport, Texas, and we're going to take a look at this brand new Grand Design Solitude fifth wheel. This is a very cool floor plan, even considering that it's a very common floor plan. It's definitely one that tends to be the most popular of most manufacturers. So we're going to take a closer look at this. Hang tight, I'll be right back. Okay, so being that this is a Solitude S-Class, it's going to be more on the affordable side of what is available from Grand Design in terms of their Solitude fifth wheels. Let's take a look at the numbers on this unit. So this is going to have a gross vehicle weight rating of 16,800 pounds. It's a relatively heavy unit. It's going to have an unloaded weight or a dry weight of 13,152 pounds. It's going to ride on 17.5 H-rated tires, which is really cool, and it's going to have twin 7,000-pound axles. I think the only thing they could have done different here is put 8,000-pound axles on. It has 3,588 pounds worth of cargo capacity. So there's a big difference between the dry weight and the loaded weight on this unit. This is definitely something that, in my opinion, is 1-ton single rear wheel, but preferably dually towable. Very big fifth wheel too, so it's not small. It's definitely a relatively long unit, so just keep that in mind. All right, let's take a look at the inside of this unit, and then we'll come back and take a look at the outside. All right, so we're going to go up the MORryde step above steps into this Solitude ST3540GK. And R at the end stands for residential refrigerator. All right, so as we step inside, one thing you'll notice, even though this is on the lower cost scheme of what Grand Design offers, it doesn't look that way, right? There's a lot of things to like about these S-Class Solitudes, and you save a little bit of money in the process of getting one. First of all, you have your Samsung residential refrigerator, and this is their newer style. It's basically all squared off on the ends. They have this interesting bungee design. Everyone has their own little unique way of keeping refrigerator doors shut while you're traveling, and this is kind of an interesting one. So you just close this up top. And then you have your slide out right here for your freezer. A lot of countertop space. I mean, there's a ton of it. Let's just kind of take a step back and show you what I'm talking about. So you have all that countertop space. You have this enormous island, and then you have this area right here, which would be ideal for a coffee station. And then taking a look over here, a lot of cabinetry everywhere, and it's really nice looking cabinetry too. Nothing here looks cheap or, you know, not really well put together. They've done a great job. Some storage here. You can put your mail, you can put keys, all sorts of different things. You have a plug up here, so if everyone's wondering where you plug your coffee maker in, it's up here, plus some USB ports and your light switches. Typical of Grand Design, you have a lot of pantry space. Coming over here is a huge slide. Lots of cabinet space on the top and bottom. You have a convection residential Furrion microwave, a 3-burner Furrion cooktop with oven. More countertop space here. If you have pots, pans, things like that, this is the unit for you. You have a 50-inch TV in here as well, and it's a TLC smart TV. More storage up top. Below, they could have put some storage on the side of the fireplace. I always like that. But then over here you have a traditional fireplace. I like this style of electric fireplace. It looks nicer to me than the big panoramic ones, to be honest. Over here you have some USB charging, some power outlets. These don't flip up. You have a really nice full-size sofa here that does fold out into a bed, plus some really nice cabinetry. And it's not overly tall, so I would say most people would be able to reach this because the cabinets come down a little bit lower. Nice valances, and this is interesting how this valance kind of wraps around. I don't know if I like that. It seems a little old-fashioned to have like the curves there. What are your thoughts? It does have blackout blinds in here. Has huge windows right here. I mean, these are just enormous windows. So you get a lot of light coming into this unit. Plus you have the new LCI Thomas Paine collection seating, which is all electric right here, plus a USB port, which I really like to charge your phone and tablet and things like that. You have one cup holder in the center. I would have liked to see at least 2. Here's your dinette. One thing that you probably can tell right off the bat, it has flat floors with no carpet. So I know a lot of people will be impressed with that. Here's your freestanding dinette with 4 chairs there. This does have the assist for the stairs when you come up inside. Right here you have your twin air conditioning controls, and you have your max air vent control. You have a really nice little closet area right here. Great for coats and things. And then you have your control panel plus all your fuses and everything right here, which is a really good idea to place it. I mean, it just puts everything where you might need it to be to inspect. So that's very thoughtful. Then you have some more storage up here on top. What's also nice is the wire runs between here and the panel are going to be much shorter because of where they place this. There are your 2 AC units. And then you'll actually have a third air conditioning unit in this specific RV. So you have 3 AC units in here, which is really, really nice and typically not expected on this type of RV and not really seen on a lot of Grand Design fifth wheels. So that's really cool that they put 3 AC units in this RV. We're in the bedroom now, king size bed, a lot of room around the bed to get on it. I mean, you easily have the space you need to get on the bed. Really, really nice size closet. Typical of Grand Design, they always do a good job in this area. You have your plumbing connection somewhere in here. Yep, right there for a washer and dryer. A lot of space for shoes, hanging clothes and such. Very, very cool bathroom and bedroom area because you see it all shares the same slide. And then you have this wardrobe storage here at the end. It doesn't flip up. You have 6 drawers here and your TV's already mounted in place. But I love the fact that they put a third AC and thermostat in here. Then over here you have really nice solid surface area. A lot of people use a thermofoil, like a laminated style top, and this is really nice that they use a solid surface top with the stainless steel basin. A lot of room around the sink. You have more storage down here, and you have a lot of storage underneath the sink right there. Plus you have 3 medicine cabinets, and you have a 1-piece shower stall with this newer design that they're using, and it looks really nice. Very, very nice size bathroom. I mean, this thing is simply huge. This unit's probably in the 42-foot range, so they've basically taken what you can typically build a mid-bunk on and they've made it into a rear living room floor plan. So if you are a couple and you're full timing it and you want to have the most space possible in a fifth wheel, something like this might work out really well for you. Anyways, guys, I'd love to know your thoughts. Let's move around to the outside. The stairs are a little interesting because they are relatively narrow. You'll see how there's 2 inches on each side that they could have probably increased the width just a little bit. I also figured it would have a friction hinge door. It uses a magnetic latch to hold it in place, but friction hinge doors are becoming more and more popular. This has the new Cooper H-rated tires, which I really like. So that's very, very nice that Cooper is producing a RV tire in an H rating. These are 17.5-inch wheels, and it has the Cree 3000 suspension on it as well, which is nice. Plus, you can see it has the heavy-duty shackle straps and greasable wet bolts. This is a rack and pinion slide back here. It is prepped for the TireLink TPMS system, which is really nice. It basically has the RV side. You just have to plug the adapter into it and it gets power and you can monitor it through your smartphone. Coming around back, has an awning on the slide here and it has another awning in front of it, so it pretty much covers this whole area. It would have been nice if they could have integrated some type of outside kitchen into this unit. You have nice LED lighting. This is designed to be able to tow because it does have your power connections here for trailer lights as well as a 2-inch receiver with the chain links. You're going to want to check the manufacturer's website to see what towing specifications are on this unit. I can imagine it's probably a 300-pound hitch weight and maybe up to 3,000 pounds worth of towing, but you'll want to check with them. Another rack and pinion slide over here. You can also see this utilizes the ground control auto leveling system. So it's the electronic auto leveling system. Same thing that we have on our fifth wheel. One way you can always tell is the front jack legs will be square instead of tubular like these. So this is a standard Solitude, and this is a Solitude S-Class, and the standard Solitude has the hydraulic system. The S-Class has the ground control system. Now, this is very similar to how Montana does it, because Montana does the same thing. If you look at their High Country series, it's going to be electronic, and you look at the standard Montana, it's hydraulic. But over here, you have the outside of your water heater, furnace, 50 amp connection, and then this is going to be your pass-through storage, which is absolutely enormous. And that's because this rides on a 10-inch I-beam drop frame. So you have the drop frame which connects to a 12-inch main I-beam. Very nice. Then here's your water control panel. It is a Nautilus panel. I do wish they would close this all off just in case you have water spraying. You don't get it on anything over here. Very cool. It's kind of a French door system they have here because you have a slide up here, so you wouldn't be able to lift it up all the way anyways, and using that it just works out real well. And here is going to be one of your 30-pound propane tanks, And you have some storage up front because there's no generator installed on this specific unit. And this fifth wheel is going to have a pretty affordable MSRP at $88,536. It's actually not that bad considering the sales price is going to be significantly lower than that. So just keep that in mind. You're likely going to get a huge discount off of that if you call them and you're interested in something like this, because let's be honest, nobody pays MSRP for an RV, and typically the discounts are pretty high. They're almost in some ways kind of outrageous compared to like any other industry. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.